much for you.
Suck that full rod. Well,
as you
Sagani
wish.
looks like the end of the road, my dear. Well, Sagani, looks like the end of the road. Afraid that's your friend. Dead.
Ready, Watcher.
Go ahead and talk to him. The Adra Arch looms in front of you, just as you saw it through Parasok's eyes. Sagani turns, watching the trees for movement. As the arch shadow falls over you, the wooded shore fades into a different scene. Standing in another forest, blackened, bare trunks, that's the blackwood, clawed away out of the soil, keep a solemn vigil over the young trees and tender shrubs. You move slowly through the woods, and the ruins scattered throughout them. Stone pillars and broken arches show the bones of some destroyed buildings. Between and amidst it all are elves and orlins, their faces painted, their bows drawn. Burnt trees, crumbling ruins, I know where it's at. It's the Blackwood. No one seems to recognize it. I've seen the next location.
I'll follow you.
She counts arrows in a quiver before adjusting the weight on her shoulder.
I always get a strange feeling near the end of a hunt. Like an itch on the end of my nose. I feel like we're close.
Are you disappointed?
Not at all. After all this time. A part of me had already accepted that I'd never find him. That I'd be stuck, wandering like this forever.
Jeepers. Hopefully not.
I'll admit, I didn't believe you at first. Still didn't until now.
What? Until now?
I haven't spent this much time around anyone since the long hunts in Nasitak. But I've gotten to know you. Seen how you deal with Kith. Whatever else you turn out to be when we find Theos, you're honest. I know you wouldn't lead me astray in this.
That's true. What I mean is, thanks. No one's done this much for me in a very long time. Feels almost like I'm part of a village again. And what will you do when this is all over? You need to go home, girl.
Good question.
She runs her hand over the smooth chiseled surface of the arch. It's been hard to see a purpose behind the last 5 years. But lately I've started to realize just how much Persok shaped our village. How its efforts and sacrifices added up much as made us stronger. Bringing his blessing back to Masak will strengthen us and draw us even closer. I'm proud to know that I will be the one that returning with it. She dumps Audra wall with the heel of her hand, but I'm getting ahead of myself. First, we've got to find Persok, as well as your quarry, Avalar. Should give me time to figure out what I'll say to him. What do you think you'll tell Persok?
I guess that depends on who he is now. I'd like to think that traveling for 5 years entitles me to give him a solid earful about all of it. But what really matters to someone in Persok's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember?
I wish my fractured memories would told me more about people closest to me.
Must be lonely not knowing a thing like that. I guess I've taken that much for granted.
Anyway, here's to finding our men soon. Okay. Let's talk about something else. Let's see here. I know about everything. Okay, let's go. Find an arch. Locate the forest when Lay's visit. That's the Blackwoods. I know where it's at. There's only one forest that's like that. The Long Hunt. We found the Ardra Ark. Elmsworn saw another visit. This time Persok was standing in a forest. surrounded by blackened trees and crumbling ruins. He's with a group of Glenfothan hunters. It's the Blackwoods. There's only one forest that's like that. Yep. Let me talk to Dora for a second.
What?
Yeah. Tell me about Ashfall. Thought I felt your eyes on me? Yes, indeed. Now come to the words. I've got questions to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I wanted to ask you about the region and its history. Do you know anything about the Deerwood and the surrounding nations? Deerwood's the best of them, still has spirit, if a land can have one. It's a place where a man can walk freely, even make new roads. That's a rare thing in this world. Its generations, however, are damned, so new footfalls may spell an end to it. I'll ask you again. Okay, let's see. Ask you something.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
I want to know more about you. Staff of yours, can you tell me about it? Jordan's glances at the staff, then at you, gives a crooked smile. Can't you take your eyes off it, huh? Jordan himself favors some knotted twist of heat. It was said, no shame in it. I don't see Margaret's symbol on your staff. It is there, but marked different. I follow Dern's, and in his teaching, there is but a single flame, a simpler aspect. Huh? Dern's would meditate by focusing on a single flame, and attach meaning to it. Something to set in the spirit for what was to come, or was to come. The flame is intended to symbolize bringing punishment to another. It is inscribing above the symbol of the one being punished, marking them as always touched by Margaret. Let me ask you something different.
I suspect the answers will seed more questions.
No. Tell me about Ashfall again. You know where that forest is. The amount you ask, you think you missed it more than I did. Can you tell me the war of the black trees? Well, no. Scratches that pox scar on his cheek, though his other hand remains tight on his staff. It was many years ago. Fire swept through the forest. A fiery harvest, a sign from Margaret. Yep, those are the forest. Her finger lays upon this grate there, like nail marks across a man's back. Dern's hands falls from his cheek and joins his other hand tight on the staff. The forests have never regrown. No seed was laid beyond her, sanctifying the ground. The blackened trees still remain like black hands reaching from the ground. It's more romantic than I make it, Watcher. Still bears a woman's trust, after all. What can you tell me about Ashfall? Are you a servant of Whale? Let mysteries and questions remain with him. Until the next time we rest. That's where I need to go. Okay. And I don't know where Ashfall is at. He keeps avoiding the question. Well, you know where Ashfall is at. It's the only way into the city anyway. We have to go through Hearthsong. Yeah, there's no other way in. Okay, well. I'm gonna thank you for watching. This has been Erik Malkavian, and I have been among the pillars of eternity. I want to thank you for watching. You have a good evening. Take care. Goodbye.